Hello everyone, this is Chemdork and welcome to episode number 2 of the second season of My Buildcraft. Woohoo! Where we are playing Minecraft version 1.4.7 with mods installed. We have Buildcraft, we have Forestry, we have Thermal Expansion, and now, featuring the awesome, the extra useful and very helpful not enough items. Yeah, I added this one because it was getting a little bit crazy with a lot of the extra thermal expansion and forestry items in terms of just kind of looking at the wiki all the time and having to switch back and forth trying to figure out how to make certain things. This just makes it a lot easier. So what I ended up doing and what I'm doing is I'm playing in the recipe mode, which is the non-cheat mode. There is the cheat mode, which allows you to cheat in items, but no, I just need the recipes. That's all I'm using it for. And in fact, um, when you right-click on things that have little tabs, the tabs sort of get in the way. Like you can't click the tabs and they're behind all these items. So actually what I usually do is just disable it for most of the time until I need it. So that's pretty useful. So you can just totally disable it, and then it's normal until I need it, and I'm like, what's the recipe? I just enable, and here I go. Okay, so we'll just disable that for most of this time, but all right. So where are we? This kind of looks similar. It's basically a little humble abode, and it should look similar, but not exactly the same to what we played last episode, and that is because I'm using the same seed. There she is, somewhere there, I'm sure. I think it shows your seed. Yeah, does it? I don't know. Well, the seed was from the last episode. What I ended up doing is reseeded the world with the same seed. I generated it again because what I was getting from this mod is that, well, the new ores that are added, let's go and check them out. Do. Yep, here, where's the new ores? New ores, new ores. New ores from these items. Aha! So the copper ore, tin ore, silver, lead, and ferrous, these are all added by thermal expansion. And the ores added by forestry are probably here as well somewhere, maybe? I don't know, maybe? I can't find them. I cannot find them for the life of me. Anyways, they add apatite, copper, and tin. There they are. Apatite, copper, and tin. So you notice copper and tin are shown in both of these mods, and the problem is if you don't disable these mods, these ore generation in forestry, for example, they'll be generated by forestry and by thermal expansion, so you end up getting like double the ore for those two, and it's actually quite annoying. You get like way too much of it, and it's just totally overkill. So I had to regenerate the world again, but it's the same world. So, it generates everything in the same spot. So, the oil is in the same spot. I think it generates the beehives in the same spot, although they're a little bit different places. I think it probably generates the same, like, number per chunk or something. I don't know, but they're slightly different. But anyways, here's the mountain as you pretty much last saw it, other than the fact that I dug out a little hole for my home, where I mentioned this is the main entrance, if you will. The idea behind this is that, well, we have our oil over here, and let me just go inside the little house here. We'll do a little bit of base description first before we get into things. So I dug out this little area here. This is just a nice little hallway where I'm going to have a glass wall for the most part here. And in this side, I'm going to kind of put maybe some rooms, some control structures, etc. We have room down there for rooms as well. And somewhere near the end here, it's going to come out to this area, which will be the pumping area, where we'll turn oil into pretty close around here will be somewhere our refineries and then the power station. I think what's going to happen is, here, let me go ahead and get to the front part of the base. So the oil is going to be here. I think in this little area right here is going to be like the refinery area. I might put that inside that mountain, and then like inside this little hill. And then kind of in the back here is going to be like the main power generation portion. Because I think it's important to have power generation, since it's a main focus of this, be something in the center of our base. The thing is, we're going to have a biogas power generation plant as well. So, that, because we don't have a crazy amount of oil. Remember from last episode, I actually didn't want a crazy amount of oil for the purpose of the fact that we want to generate biogas eventually. Or biofuel, I guess? I don't know. Biogas, I think, is what it's actually called in the mod. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, that's kind of the idea. The cool part about this is that, like, in this section down below, we're going to have the power plant. And then, like, right here, see what this lagoon is in the front? I'm gonna actually like dig a tunnel here where you're gonna see like I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. I'll basically encase this whole area in glass with a power plant, and then alongside of it there's gonna be a tunnel that travels to the back area, which you will see behind here. We didn't check this out last episode, but it's pretty cool. So climb the mountain, and behind this mountain you will see. Because there needs to be a quick way to get back here, because this jumping up is really annoying. And climbing up mountains is no fun. But anyways, you get back here, and it's a really cool lagoon area. Isn't that kind of cool? I love the extreme hills area. Oh, excuse me. In Minecraft, it's really cool. So pretty cool, pretty awesome area. I like it, and that's what I'm gonna stick to it. All right. Anyway, so as you see, what are we going to do this episode? Well, we're going to do two things. It's going to be kind of the episodes of Season 1. Remember that? Remember what our first thing was? Cactus farm. We're not going to do a Buildcraft automation of one. I'm just going to make a cactus farm. Pretty simple. I think this area, I think I'm going to move this to something right here, and it's going to be a automatic collecting, but I'm just going to have them stored in a chest. I don't need to do all the cactus processing facility I did last time. I could do it, but I'm not necessarily going to do it this game. And if I do, I'll probably move it to a better location. So this is just going to be for collecting cactus. It's going to probably be there for quite a while. I'm not going to do much to it. And then the other thing we're going to do is just start our oil collection. Pretty simple, right? So what should we do first? Cactus oil, cactus oil, cactus oil. Let's do cactus first. Why not? Right? Yeah, let's do. Here's the tree farm. Nah, I'm gonna do some oil collection first. Yeah, why not? We'll do oil collection. So let's grab what we need. So what do we need here? We need some sort of engine. We're gonna just use a combustion engine. We're gonna need some piping. Cobblestone is gonna be plenty for this. We don't necessarily need it to go crazy. Pipe waterproof. We'll just make, I think I need to make some more. Oops. So you just take cactus green, pipe waterproof. And then that gives us plenty of pipes. We can store this sucker back. Whoops, come on. And then I need to make, oh, I already have a stone gear. I need to make, first, in order to make a pump, you need to do this. Where's my glass? All right, here's some glass. You need to make some tanks, which I think are this. Yeah, that's about right. Just gonna make some tanks. All right, so you need to make a tank and a mining well. So in mining well, you need iron pickaxe, redstone, and an iron gear. So stone gear gets turned into an iron gear. You use thermal expansion has its own gears like tin and copper, but they're like made differently. They're made like, I think the tin one is made with an iron ingot in the center, and then like 4 pieces of tin. I guess that way it's not so expensive. It's just, but it's a little confusing. I think the gear's in the middle. I think it's like this with iron on the side. Yeah, cool. You know, I was gonna say we could bust out NEI, but I remember this one from Buildcraft. And you put a tank on top of the mining well, you get a pump. All right, that's a lot of effort for a pump. It's not really that much effort, but still. All right, let's go over to the oil and really quickly set this up. Very simply set it up anyways. Yeah, okay. So what do we need? We have a bucket. We do have a bucket of water, so we'll just turn that into a bucket of oil. So it's important you start. I need a bucket of oil because I need to start my engine, and I can't start it when there's nothing in it. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Put the water there. Hopefully I'll remember it. Grab that oil bucket. All right, it's dripping oil out, man. Oh, this is cool. So it can produce. Yeah, it gives you some more information. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that is from Buildcraft. I mean, I'm assuming it is, but yeah, it should be because oil is a Buildcraft thing. But I just never saw it before because I just never played around this version of Buildcraft too much. We'll set the pump somewhere. We'll put some stone bricks around it, maybe. And oh, really? It's dark? Ugh, this is bad. We'll do this in the dark. So we'll want to put the pump right on top, and then the engine. I'm going to want to automate this engine at some point, or at least connect it to power at some point. But for now, let me just... hey. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let me just put it like here, here. Oh, you know what? Let me do it that way. And then I'll put the pump right on top. And the combustion engine. All right, there you go. There it is. Ta-da-da. Real simple. And then I guess I need a lever. It would be good for now. I mean, it's just going to be real simple right here. Just so I can move oil. If I do this, it's never going to just run that engine. It can't run now because it doesn't have any fuel in it. Ooh, am I hearing stuff? Okay, no. Phew. I hate the fact that these guys make the same noise that creepers do when they walk on grass. Oh, maybe it's a little different. Anyway, it seems like it's the same. Alright, we need our cobblestone waterproof pipes, and they need to go to the tank. We're not going to have a huge collection tank. Man, it is dark. Maybe some light around here. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to put it to, like, here. Yeah, we're just going to move it to, like, here. This is going to be the tank. Maybe I'll, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, last season I made this tank like monstrous and gave it like 3 tanks. Like that was totally overkill. You don't need that much because I basically used the oil very quickly after I got it, or at least I could. So there wasn't any Oh, man, I'm in the oil. In the oil. I'll swim out of the oil. It's interesting if you ever go on the oil. It's like when you go into it, looks like you're in water. Yeah. So all right, you know it's pretty dark still. Let's light this whole area up. It makes it look ugly with the torches and everything, but at least we can see stuff. Alright, so let's just run some pipe right over to this tank. Real simple. Yep, real simple. Real simple. And for this, when you pull it into the tank, you can... Oh, they changed these pipes to be a lot less, a lot more sturdy than they used to be. Guess that's good, sort of. Alright, there you go. That's all you need. And there you go. There's our oil. That's easy. That was easy. That's done. Oh, the crap. The only other thing we need to do, and you know what? Just because this is important, I don't like to have it split. So what I'm going to do is actually switch the location of this engine. And we're going to switch this pipe around a little bit. You know what? It's too dark. Let me go to bed here. I'll be right back. Okay, back again. And we got a creeper around here, so I know he's going to cause us problems. I'm sure he will. Yeah, you kind of want to set your pipes around this way. You know, I'm just going to let him fall into the oil. Maybe that'll work. I hope I can... Gosh, don't explode, please. You know what? Let me just take him. Oh god, don't explode and don't kill my items. Don't kill my items. Please don't kill my items. Please don't kill my items. I hate how I think like creepers are a little more, I don't know, prone to explode. I guess they have a larger sensing radius than they used to. So you can't just keep... Whoa, lag. What is happening? Okay. Whew, thought I just lost you there for a second. Game, I thought I lost you there for a second. Alright, I'm gonna do it this way. Hopefully I can grab him. Oh, yay. Yay. Whoop. Anyway. So I am using, it's by the way, just in case you're wondering, it is February 22nd, Friday. That's when I'm recording this, and you can do the math. I don't know for how long it takes me to end up encoding it. It shouldn't take that long for, hey, quit it, for these Minecraft videos. Just because I don't typically do a ton of editing, but some episodes I do more editing than others. Yeah. So, but anyways. So there you go. This is actually a much better setup, if you look at it. It's... Oof. At least I think it is. Yeah, I like this setup a lot better. So there we go. Okay, that should actually still run it. Now this will automatically fill itself with oil as time goes on. Let's go ahead and do it. Yay! There it goes. He is pumping. So we got the oil economy going on. This is really simple setup. Like I said, this is going to be a little more refined. Ha 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 ha. That's a pun, in case you guys didn't get that. Like, get it? Refining the oil into oh, forget it. But anyways, this is going to be a little more a little better as time goes on. But for now, this is good. It is a combustion engine, and I did not cool it, as you notice, because I don't plan on running this for that long. I don't need to cool it at this point. So long as you don't run it too long, you should be all right. And this is weird. It's not sending any oil. Oh, okay, it's sending it right to here. Whoa. Okay. That's weird. Don't you think? Well, anyways, it's starting to pump oil. Okay. Little strange. Little bit strange. But anyways, it's starting to pump oil. This is now starting to come into the tank. We should be seeing it come into the tank. I just want to make sure everything's going all right. I mean, this is really, really simple. Buildcraft 101, essentially, right here, guys. Moving liquids. Moving liquids. There we go. We got some oil in the tank. Okay. We're going to let that run for a little bit, and then I think it's time to... Yeah. No, I think it's time to do the cactus farm over there. Okay. So see you in a second, guys. Alrighty, we are ready. I just had that running for just a little bit longer, and but I decided before we do this little cactus farm, let me just show you what I sort of got from caving a little bit. Oh, and another feature that's really cool, this miner's backpack. This is actually part of Forestry, the Forestry mod, and in case you're wondering, enabled. Cool, I think, yeah, where is it? Miner's backpack. So if you push the R key, you get the recipe mode. Basically, you need 2 pieces of iron, a chest, 4 pieces of string, and 2 pieces of wool, any color. And you get the miner's backpack. What is this? I'm not really sure what this question mark does. I think I read it, but I didn't remember what it said. Yeah. Okay. So miner's backpack. If we grab it, put it in our hotbar. We right-click. You see it gives you like its own little inventory. What it basically does, and there's a few of these types of backpacks from the Forestry mod, and basically what it does is if you have any things that are ores, so let me just grab some gold and some diamonds. Alright, so now notice when I pick them up, you notice how they don't go into my, you can't see them in my inventory, but I picked them up. So if you right click on the miner's backpack, it goes into the miner's backpack. This is actually really, really cool. So when caving, all the ore automatically goes into this backpack. Now you can, if you shift right click, I believe this locking means it does not go in there anymore. So I think this means that if I do that, yeah, see, it doesn't go into the backpack. So you see it's not going into the backpack. If you shift right click again, there's an up arrow, and I don't remember what this does. I think it like automatically goes... God, I actually don't remember. Oh, you know what? No. I think... I think it has something to do with shift clicking. So if you shift right click, there's a yellow arrow. I think what that means is... No, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what those arrows mean. But what you can do is, so you notice miner's backpack has 9 diamond in it. If I right click here, there's no diamond. If I shift right click, diamond went into this chest. So pretty cool, right? It kind of like automatically does some of those things for you. It's quite a cool item and really useful to have when mining. And there's like a digging one that has like a bunch of like dirt you can put into it. A tools one which has like some tools, like a wood one, a lumberjack one, which will put like all your wood into there. It's actually pretty cool. So there's an adventure one I think that has like, I forget what exactly goes in those things, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's what were we doing? Oh yes, we were making the cactus farm, and I forgot what I had into these slots. Seems kind of empty, doesn't it? Alright, anyways, cactus farm. Cactus farm. Actually, you know what? We're going to need, I'm going to need an extra shovel for sure. Let me just make one. So how are you guys doing? I'm actually getting the itch to play a little Terraria, believe it or not. But other games maybe as well. I'm just kind of wondering, would you guys want to see some Let's Plays of other things as well as Minecraft? Just wondering. You guys can let me know. I might end up recording anyway, you know, and then uploading perhaps, I don't know, maybe some old DOS games. We'll see. But anyways, this is my little cactus farm, and you need cactus and Buildcraft to have waterproof pipes, and we actually need a decent amount. So I need some way of automating this, because when I collect cactus, yeah, this happens often, so it's really annoying. I'd rather have that be automated. So let me actually clear out this whole cactus farm, and then I'll move it to over here. So be right back. Okay, here we are. Moved the cactus farm from here, and now we're going to put it right here. And I'm going to go kind of old school. So for you guys who have not or have been sort of new to Minecraft, because, you know, there's people new to Minecraft all the time, right? You may not have seen this old school cactus farm. Now, Forestry itself has automated farms, which are really cool. I don't ever plan on using the automated cactus one. I say that now, but I'm probably going to do it later. But for now, we're just going to do this little thing. Like I said, it's just an automated way to get cactus really quite easily. So if you've never built one of these before, here's the basic idea. Cactus can't grow, whoops, on anything except for sand, so you have to have sand down. So where's this piece of sand? Okay, there we go. So you have cactus here. And then basically what you end up doing, and how you really set it up, is you end up having water on the bottom, and oh, I just demonstrated something. I'll do this. Alright, so here's a piece of cactus. When it grows, it does that, and what you basically want to do is, since cactus can't exist next to another block, you put something like a sign here, and it pops the cactus off. So you basically end up just putting a sign right here. You'll kind of see how I set it up. Basically, it'll pop off the cactus as it grows. Some cactus will get destroyed, but, you know, you'll get the idea. And darn it, wouldn't you know I need some water? But that's okay. We'll get that a little later. So what I'm going to do is just going to dig out an area here for the cactus farm. I'll start kind of just building it, and, yeah, you can follow along. I'll do it pretty quickly since it's a pretty standard cactus farm. And I'll just kind of do it pretty quickly so that you end up seeing how to do it if you don't know how. And if you do know how, you can just be like, yep, that's how you do it. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright, dug out an area. This is enough for a 5x7 grid of cacti. Or, yeah, so that'll be it. So this will be the sand level. And what I'm going to end up doing is digging out the dirt level. See, now under the sand you gotta place some sort of solid block. I could place dirt. You know what, I'm gonna make it a little nicer. I'm gonna dig this one down a little bit because this is gonna be a little channel for water. And I'm just gonna dig out a pattern to indicate where this next level is going to go. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Okay, dug out the level below this and placed some sandstone blocks. This is what we will place our sand on top of. So you want to make sure you have sand on top of a solid block. That's pretty important. Oops. So go ahead and do that and be right back. Sand is placed. Alright, now on top of the sand will go the cacti, and then there will be another level above that, which will be the last sort of open air level that the cacti can grow into, and that will be where we cut them off. First, though, I'm going to set up the channel system down there, where I will need to dig actually another block level out underneath all these sandstone blocks. Alright, let me do that, and be right back. Alright, you'll see that I have dug one underneath all of these, and then a channel that is one deeper right here. Now, it's very important that you know that water can flow 7 blocks from its source block. So if we count from this channel, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means we need source blocks right underneath this wall in order to get right up to the edge of that channel, but not going on over into it. Because we want the water to carry it that way. And the same way here, we need to dig out just these blocks over here. And this is where we can place our water that is going to run into the center channel. So in order to do this, we really only need 2 buckets to start it up, and then only 1 thereafter. You just do it this way. This is a real easy way to do it. So there, you wait 2 over, and then pick 1 from there. Oops. Yeah, you just kind of do this. Whoops, that's bad placement. There we go. That's the way to do it. Yep. And then, come on. Come on. I think there you go. That'll do it. And in order to know if you did it right, everything should be right up against this edge. Perfect. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Now for the center channel, we need to count the blocks again. So right here is where I want my obsidian pipe. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need another source block over here. And then we're going to need to have it drop down somewhere. Maybe we'll just do it right here. Since we got the contour of the stone right here, we'll just do it this way. And they'll be collecting right here into that block. Just going to get myself way out of here. And now if I just put 1 source block down, he should go all the way. So now anything that falls will eventually fall right here. Oh, hold on. Let me let me get this a little closer. There we go. That should do it. And I think I want to reset all this. So I'm going to grab that source block back, put it back. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right, now we're set to build up from here the rest of the farm. So I just built up some glass. It's always nice to have glass, because that way you can, you know, look in. It looks nice. But you don't need it. Technically, you could just have this totally enclosed and no one would know. But the way you do this cactus farm, and it actually works more, I guess, more convenient if you have an even number on both ends, but it doesn't work as convenient for the water channels that way. Nah, whatever. Either way, the idea is that, if you didn't know this before, the cactus would be growing at essentially this level. This would be where the cactus would grow. And then where he would sit. And it would always be this cactus block here. When it grows, though, it would be at this level. So what you do is you put a piece of glass either on the edge or you put it like right in between. And then the easy way is just to put a sign here. You can put a solid block, but it just kind of looks better to put the sign here. And this sign will basically cut off the cactus as soon as it grows, cause it to pop off, and there you go. And so in order to do the next set, so this sign will take care of these 2 cactus. So in order to do the next set, yeah, you could put 1 here and put a sign here, but that's actually not that efficient. You want to put 1 right, whoa, right there. And then you have a sign take care of one side and the other side. So 1 piece of glass can take care of essentially 4 cacti. And then you keep on going from there. So it's and then another one, and then wait, that is taking care of those 4. This, oh, I need this to be, yeah, there we go. I need that one to be a glass block. There's a sign. There's a sign. So these 4 are taken care of, and now it's just these 4. So there's going to be another block, another block. There's a placeholder, get rid of these 2, and then a sign, and a sign. And I'm just going to do that for the rest of these blocks, and be right back. It's a bit asymmetrical, but it works, you know. It works. So let's place our cactus. We're ready. Once we place our cactus, this farm will actually start operating. It's not totally without fault. You will end up getting some cactus that fall on top of another cactus, which causes it to despawn, but, you know, it'll work okay. In the end, every one of these cactuses will have something to fall on top of. Alright. Or, well, sorry, so have something to cut it off. Ooh, yeah. It's also very important when doing this not to get yourself stuck in a corner, because otherwise you have to do the annoying thing of, you know, yeah, it's going to be annoying for you. Oh, that'll happen. Alright, so I'm going to do this, and you're going to get to see me deal with placing cactus in fast mode. Ta-da! It's all done. Alright, yeah, I only fell like twice, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little roof on this thing, make it look a little nice, and we'll probably be starting to collect cactus any moment now. Maybe we'll see one pop off. Not likely. Alright, see you in a sec. Woohoo! It's all done. There it is, all done. Collecting cactus right now. Oh, okay, we're collecting skeletons. Hello, skeletons. Yeah, we haven't been starting to collect cactus, but don't worry, we will. We will. Actually, we have been collecting a little bit. That 24 is left over as well, but anyway. Alright, so let's place the obsidian pipe. There's the one, and we can... Well, I'm gonna probably fall in here at some point, but yeah. We'll do this, and then we'll decide where we want to place this pipe. Where do we want to put our chest? For now, let's just place it, like, right off to the side here. Kind of really simply, let's just kind of run it like this. I think that's worth it. I like to see his pipe exposed sometimes in Buildcraft, just because it's cool to see the items going through it. It's fun. We will only occasionally get a glimpse of an item coming through this, because, you know, it doesn't... cactus farms aren't... They're not that efficient, let's put it that way. Occasionally they just get to, like, being really efficient. I don't know why, but cactus farms sometimes grow like crazy. But anyway, that is a cactus farm in a nutshell. Woohoo! Real simple. Yay! It's build-crafted. And not many cactus are coming through. In fact, we're getting more dirt than any cactus. But don't worry. It just has to kind of warm up a little bit and realize that it needs to grow. And then we'll start getting cactus. You wait and see. You just wait and see. So that'll kind of do it for today. Sorry I really didn't get into too much exciting stuff, and because of that I think it's worth a shot of me showing you what there is to come in this mod. So, without further ado, let's go ahead to the creative world where I've been messing around a little bit with the tree farms from the forestry mod. I think you're going to like it. If you haven't seen this mod before, I think you're going to like this. It's pretty cool. Test world, go! This is a forestry mod multi-farm. Real simple. It automatically is planting and watering and growing saplings. It's got a pretty cool interface here, somewhat confusing in terms of what you can do, but essentially you put your dirt here, your saplings or things to grow here, and the stuff comes out here. And it should actually come out into the pipe. I haven't figured out how exactly to do that. I think like if you don't have it here, maybe it'll come out into the pipe. I'm not really sure, but it should like come out this way. I'm not really sure why it's not. I think I'm missing something here. I'm not really sure what. Maybe I need to pump it out? Yeah, I probably do. I probably need to pump it out. That's okay. But anyways, you run it off of power, and yeah, you got some pretty cool things. You see this tree, it just grew, so it's should be starting to harvest it. Okay, it's not. No, it's harvesting sand. Well, the thing is, we don't have a lot of power going into this. It's just for steam engines, and that is actually a decent amount of power comparatively to what we can do. So let's see. It's what is this? Okay, so it's actually 4 Minecraft joules per tick. It's not that much power, But still, it should be enough, and you see it's starting to harvest now, and you end up getting oak wood, and you end up getting back some saplings and everything too. It's pretty cool. I love these farms, actually. They're really cool. They automate things, but it's actually kind of just enough to make things a little fun, because you have to provide it with certain resources like fertilizer and water. I'm not sure if fertilizer is absolutely necessary, but it is to get it to grow at a reasonable speed. Anyway, guys, that's what's maybe in store for future episodes, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time, where we will do something else. We'll probably expand upon our power system, because we obviously need to get that going. So we'll be doing another power plant, I think, and maybe we'll start beekeeping? Who knows? See you in the next episode. Take care, guys.